Here are the top 5 most underrated trinkets in Dandy's world. Before I start, I want to give a huge shout out to Mexican Ninja for providing some of the footage in this short. They're a very good player and I advise checking out how professional they are. At the number 5 spot, we have the memory locket. I know some people aren't going to agree with this being on the list, but I do think this trinket still has potential. I already made a short talking about this trinket, so there's less for me to explain. This trinket highlights all of the healing items on the floor while you're not at full health. Unfortunately, because of the Ginger rework, the amount of users of this trinket have been reduced to only being viable on Cosmo. This trinket is absurdly good with synergizing with Cosmo's ability, which gives it a spot on this list. At the number 4 spot, we have the Vanity Mirror. This trinket grants you 30% run speed in panic mode. The usefulness of this trinket is very limited, the max being 40 seconds per floor, but a 30% run speed is nothing to scoff at. Slow tunes who will take advantage from run speed really benefit from using this trinket to get to the elevator. Although there are better alternatives, which I will be getting into soon, this trinket still provides a ton of value for the time while it's active. At the number 3 spot, we have the Diary, a very unexpected trinket to be on this list, but shifts to the current meta make it a very great choice for certain team compositions. The Diary simply gives you half a star of stealth. This allows you to walk through distractors who have the same stealth as you without the distractors losing aggro. With the new Bobette buff, Diary is a must-have when solar distracting because her speed boost synergizes so well with 2-star stealth distractors. Solar distracting is actually really broken right now, which allows you to pull certain shenanigans off like this. Like, stuff like this is actually crazy, bro. At the number 2 spot, we have the Pink Bow. I know this trinket was heavily requested in my top trinkets video, and to be honest, I would have put it in my number 6 spot. Now, it's time for me to actually recognize this trinket's viability, because I know you guys will flame me if I don't. This trinket boosts the user's run speed by 7.5%. This trinket is incredibly useful for very slow tunes who have no other means of mobility, and having this trinket makes it significantly faster to get where you want to go by running. And finally, at our number 1 spot, we have the Train Whistle. I still see Pebble and Louis distractors choose Speedy Shoes over Train Whistle, and I have just one question. Why does Louis have such a big freaking head? Dang, that's the wrong question. Why choose Speedy Shoes? Why are on 2 health with Louis? He can outwalk most of the Twisteds just fine without Speedy Shoes. Then all of your hopes and dreams have a higher chance of ending when Twisted V shows up. Even though it's an amazing distractor trinket, it has another very useful case in solo runs. Slowness is super terrible to get when playing by yourself, because you can't protect yourself without it. Pretty much all solo players get far with the Train Whistle, just to not even worry about slowness. I know I was already glazing the Train Whistle on my best trinkets video, but I feel like I'm still justified to talk about it like that because this trinket barely gets love still. And that's why I think the Train Whistle is still the most underrated trinket in the game.